Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Reactor, and this is Quinn, and today's article comes from Newsweek.com and says, Restaurant owner murders man, serves his remains to vegetarian diners, gets instantly found out. So, you serve meat to vegetarians, and somehow they know.
It sounds like he...
Like a superpower.
Right. It sounds like some people were vegetarian that were in there.
And giving them pork.
And he gave them meat.
Yeah, which I'm sure they assumed was pork at first. But, I mean, then they got it tested. I don't know. It's kind of weird. How do you get caught?
I would think they would assume it was some kind of weird soy fake meat thing.
Yeah. But I know human meat is equal to pork. It's very similar. The other white meat. The other white meat. Is that what they call it?
I don't know.
What is this? Aberdeen Angus beef. Patrons of a vegetarian restaurant in Bangkok, Thailand were turned off when they found chunks of meat in their food. But they were even more disgusted once they discovered it was human flesh.
Wait, can I pause you for this for 1 second? The picture up above, is that an ad for a butcher shop that they snuck in here?
Not really.
Okay.
They're just showing
it was a place where they were last
needed
seen
a
having
generic.
drink.
Yeah, they needed a generic photo of a butcher. That's what I would think.
That's weird.
So, how did they discover it was human flesh? That's what I'm wondering.
Right.
Was it actually a finger in their salad? You know, because that's one way to know.
I would imagine like the salty, meaty pork taste of meat.
They would just think it's an exotic meat, probably.
You know,
you have to get it like DNA tested.
The title implies they were vegetarian, and they probably are very turned off by meat.
That doesn't mean they'll know what it is.
True.
Yeah. Although the restaurant goers didn't initially realize it was human meat on their plates, they reported the vegetarian establishment to authorities. Singaporean news site Asia One reported Monday. Upon further investigation, police made a grisly and disturbing discovery. The remains of a missing 61-year-old who had frequented the restaurant were discovered in the kitchen, which was spattered with blood. He wasn't even hiding it. He was just like, cut this meat off. And
wow, this was a regular customer, apparently.
Mm-hmm. It's funny because, what is it? What's that? Johnny Depp did a movie where he plays the barber who makes meat pies. What's it called?
I didn't know that's what that was about. I saw a few segments of it.
You remember what that play is called?
It was called...
I forget. Someone's going to comment with it, I know.
Right.
Man. It's a famous story about a... You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. But my point is that apparently those kind of shops are real. Throughout history, I'm sure there have been a few restaurants that served human meat because they were sneaky, I want to call it, or maybe insane.
This sounds
insane
like...
and sneaky.
Sounds like it was one of those regular customers that's really needy, and they're always like, it's not enough ketchup or whatever. And one day he just snapped.
Yeah, and he had to get rid of the body. Best way he knows how. Food. Presit in Petham, the victim, had last been seen having drinks at the restaurant on October 21st, according to local reports. The man had allegedly gotten into a fight with the restaurant owner. He was killed in the altercation, and the owner devised a plan to serve the body to clients as a way to dispose of it and avoid discovery. According to police, the suspect has disappeared and remains at large. So, this dude's gone.
Wow.
Oh, and this is his blood-spattered kitchen?
I was I was really imagining it was like indoors in the back of a kitchen, and
not outside.
I was thinking maybe that's because I'm thinking of like a U.S. Canada type, indoor spot. I wasn't thinking Asia,
where you keep the kitchen away from the natural habitat of animals and bugs.
Right.
Yeah. You can close it off to cockroaches.
It's like how did no one discover that sooner? It's right out in the open.
Well, I think one issue is that he's a vegetarian restaurant, like strictly vegetarian, so he shouldn't be serving meat at all. If he was a butcher shop, I bet he could have got away with it. I bet there are butcher shops out there who are getting away with it.
Right.
Just throw the meat in a grinder, sell it as ground pork. Ew. Oh my god.
Like a lower grade pork.
No, I think it would be a higher grade pork. Human meat's probably way better than pig meat.
I would.
Human meat has all the proteins your body needs.
There's no such thing as a grass-fed human, and I think that that
right.
kind of proves a point.
Yeah, all they eat is garbage. Probably garbage worse than what a pig eats.
It's terrifying.
All right, let me get back to this though. Disturbing reports of cannibalism surface from time to time, but are not always credible. Earlier this year, a story floated around the internet alleging that a new restaurant had opened in Tokyo and that it was serving human meat. As multiple sources, including the Japanese government, confirmed, the story was entirely fake. The Japanese embassy in Washington, D.C. says the current story may have developed from a 2016 piece on a satire website that has many of the same details the Japan Times reported at the time. However, a real-life cannibal couple was arrested in Russia in 2017 after they allegedly killed and ate at least 30 victims. British newspaper Metro reported the couple, Natalia Baksheva and Dmitry Bakshev. What? Is that... Are they related? Or is that how names work in Russia?
Maybe they're just from the same neighborhood.
So she gets an A at the end and he doesn't? It feels like a masculine and feminine version of a name.
Oh, you're right. That's
right?
Probably right.
Is that how it works in Russia? That's weird.
That sounds right.
Last names have an A. I know like a lot of Russia's names end in A. I don't know. Also reportedly made meat pies from human flesh and attempted to get local restaurants to sample them. Try our meat pies. Put them in your display. A local cafe owner in Krasnodar explained that Natalia had sought work as a chef and also to supply meat. Why? Like, it's like these people were obsessed with it. Trying to sample meat pies, like trying to see how far they can go without getting caught.
Right.
They want to serve it to people. She was very active, asked lots of questions, but mainly about where we buy our meat and fish and how fresh it is. She made clear she could supply meat. Vitaly Yakubenko, the cafe owner, said at the time, "I said that we work only with certified suppliers." That's a good thing. She was not certified. Pieces of human remains were found in the couple's refrigerator, freezer, and scattered throughout their home, which was located on the base of a military academy in southern Russia. It was also reported that Natalia had successfully sold some of her meat pies to students at the educational facility. Oh my god. I ate one of those pies. No. Someone's thinking
messed up.
Yeah.
Stories like this, right around Halloween, always...
Yeah, wow.
They have that Halloween spirit in them.
Another thing I know about this couple is they were like when they were caught, their house, they had like jars of pickled human parts. They were pickling them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That just is
preserve them in vinegar.
Terrible. That's nasty.
What's that name of that play, though? I'm back on that. What is the name?
Oh, yeah, The Barber. I have no idea. Sweeney Todd?
Sweeney Todd. There we go.
Okay.
Someone already commented it because they commented before we figured it out, though.
Most likely, I bet.
Yeah, I bet. So if you're finished, if you're watching this and you commented Sweeney Todd, then yeah, you were right.
All right, so this was a vegetarian restaurant, right?
Yeah.
It was all vegetarian?
As far as I don't know.
I don't know. But,
it says vegetarian.
Sounds like this dude had a psychotic episode. He like committed a murder in the back of his kitchen in what seemed like, it didn't say, but it seemed like it was in the daytime, and there was like blood everywhere, and like he got away with it, and then he ended up even cooking it, leaving the blood everywhere, and served it to people.
Yeah,
and even got that far in the process.
And he still is getting away with it.
And he disappeared.
Yeah.
And no one caught him.
He's gonna pop up in some other country serving his meat pies again.
I mean, how hard is it really just to go somewhere and set up a little restaurant stand with all the other vendors?
With your meat pies.
And they just know you as the guy who has the good meat pies. Meat pie guy.
His problem was having a vegetarian restaurant. If this time he has a butcher shop or a meat shop.
I think you know what I'm guessing is maybe it was like his first psychotic episode, and maybe he learned from it now, like, hey, wait, oh my gosh, this guy has, like maybe this person needs to plan for this in the future.
as long as you don't get put in prison for your first attempt, you have time to
a person simply
try
going
again.
Right.
If at first you don't succeed, try again, and that's what I hope this man does.
Seems,
I don't know.
That's what's going on.
I mean, I would be impressed if he did turn up somewhere else, but he would have to get caught again. So then I wouldn't be that impressed.
That's why at street vendors I only eat the insects, because it's really hard to disguise human flesh as an insect.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you took a leg, you can cut it into pork chops, and no one would be any wiser.
Except the skeptic, who doesn't eat street food that looks like flesh.
or the skeptic who eats nothing but pork and knows when someone's feeding him human meat. No.
Because they have such exactly.
I know my pork. I get sick if I eat anything else. And this is close, but no, I don't know.
Right.
Yeah. You have anything else you want to say? Well, that's it for the article. If you enjoyed it, let us know by giving it a thumbs up or leaving a comment telling us that it was Sweeney Todd. That would be cool. Check out the Patreon link in the description if you want to help us, and thanks for watching.